this team has been real good in clutch situations, tight games down the stretches, executing, getting good shots. Just what do you notice when you're out there, like that you guys are doing well, that's allowing you to get what you want when the game means the most?
I think it's how much we're valuing possessions. Like kind of when we get to that like 4-minute mark of that fourth quarter, I think like, you know, we have a lot of vets on the court that kind of understand like it's winning time. And so at that point, I feel like we're executing on every possession, whether it's defense or offense.
You find Mike does a good job of just getting the ball where it needs to go in those situations, reading the game.
Yeah, for sure. He always, you know, he's the head of the snake. You know, he's poised point guard, does a great job with executing and making sure we're all in the right spots. And so, yeah, he does a great job with it.
You've had a lot of corner crash offensive rebounds, kind of extending plays. What's the process like of kind of like learning that, reading? I mean, I know you can maybe overextend yourself in some of those situations too. Like, how do you kind of hone that skill too?
I mean, I've always been a rebounder my whole life. That's been the biggest thing. So if anything, I'm watching where the ball might hit the rim, and then from there choosing, is it worth crashing? And if I'm going to put my team in a bad predicament on the defensive end in transition, that's kind of how I read it. So yeah.
Is there a difference when you're lining up a three with 2 minutes left than, say, sometime in the third quarter or second quarter when it's that moment of the game and you got the shot?
I feel like as a player, you don't think about it, but obviously there's a difference. But yeah, in the game for me, I don't really think about it. Like, if I get an open shot, I'm shooting it. So.
Is that kind of the key? Is like just try to treat it like a normal shot?
Yeah, it's like the same thing. Like you're gonna shoot a free throw in the first quarter, you should shoot it the same way you should in the fourth. You know, so it's kind of the same thing with shooting.
Troy, this is kind of your first time around Coach Finch playing for him. What stood out to you about the way that he leads the team? What his approach as a coach?
I would say my thing is with him is he's straight business. Like great coach, great guy, great personality, but he understands we do have the talent and that we have to be disciplined. And I think that he's taking on the lead of making sure that we know every day we need to come in and work and not taking our foot off the gas and stuff like that. I think he understands that we're a mature group and like we have guys that want to play basketball. At the same time, he's making sure that we stay on top of what we need to do.
So you find, even as the wins pile up, he's finding things for you guys to keep in mind to improve on.
For sure. Like we might win a game and then we'll go watch film and you thought we lost. You know, he'll talk about the positives and stuff, but at the same time, it's a long season and we definitely still have a lot of stuff we need to work on. And so he's definitely pointing out the stuff we need to work on, and I love that because it keeps all of us honest and make sure that we're working every day.
Troy, what do you think you've learned? This team has learned about itself, and I know it's only 19 games. So what do you think the team's learned about itself so far?
I mean, based off of what I've heard about like last year, just this year being able to be more mature and then just being able to finish out games this year. I don't think we're taking anybody lightly. I think we're trying to win every game, every night, and sometimes that's hard in the NBA. You play 82 games. Sometimes you might let a couple slip here and there, but I feel like we're really locked in this year.
Mike was just talking about that a moment ago, how hard it is to maintain winning in this league. Yeah. So from your perspective, I mean, I guess what does it take to maintain winning in this league?
Honestly, it's more of a mentality. You can't take anybody lightly. You have to know when are the right times to take good shots and bad shots. Like, you know, it's a certain feel for the game. And like I said, usually when we get around that 4-minute mark of that fourth quarter, I can see everybody's energy just change. Even on the bench, the coaching, like, we just know it's winning time. And so I feel like that's how kind of last game went. So, yeah.
Troy, it's your first year playing with Rudy, obviously. It's standing out to you as much as it is to us, just how guys aren't even going in to, like, take shots against him sometimes. It's like the way he deters shots at the rim.
I noticed that at the beginning of the season, like when they were starting to say we're #1 ranked defense, and I was just kind of like watching film. And sometimes we're getting over pick and rolls and we'll just peel off and all we got to do is box out the big and Rudy's going to contest. And a lot of teams don't have that. Or even just that presence at the rim where I'm watching guys want to go and then they see Rudy and they dribble it out. So he's definitely helped us a lot this year and he's been a great leader for us too. So.
Thanks, Troy.
Appreciate y'all. Yes, sir, for sure.